of the Rave Roving Rock here, and today I'm at Kildonan. I've driven from Whiting Bay to Kildonan, and I've stopped off just at the along the Kildonan Low Road, just past where the castle is actually, if you know where Kildonan Castle is. At a place where you can park the car and look down over the sea, and there's a long series of steps down onto the shore, and when the tide is out there's a wonderful sandy beach here. The tide is however in today, and that's the reason I'm here, because it's quite stormy conditions and a very high tide. So I'm really here just to take it in and enjoy it. In front of me, I'm maybe 100 feet above the sea and a couple of 100 feet away from it. So I've got a panoramic view. I can see all the way from left to right, right across the sea, over to the mainland. It's a nice sunny day, mostly blue skies. The sea is noisy because that's the other thing about it. It's not just high tide, but it's also an onshore wind, a strong wind. And so the wind kind of batters the shore when that happens. And I'm just going to go down onto the shore and see what that feels like. So in my hand is my good camera, my nice new one. And also it's got the very best microphone on it, one of these ones with the furry kind of protecting things over them, a wind deflector I think it's called. Anyway, I've got that. There's some could be coming right then past. There you go, mate. Carry on. And the purpose for this microphone is to try and take away a lot of the wind noise so you can still be heard. So this is a good test for this because it's a very windy day. I'm looking over, as I look straight out to the sea, about 1 o'clock is Plaid Isle, and just to the left of that is Ailsa Craig, and just slightly to the left of that is the sun. And I've mentioned this before, but it's the most wonderful coincidence that at 12 o'clock in the winter time in Kildonan, you've got the biggest sundial in the world here because, or certainly that I know of, because Ailsa Craig, if it's sunny, the sun is directly above Ailsa Craig at midday. A lovely coincidence. I really like that story. Ross Cheshire told me that. He used to run the Kildonan shop when we had one. And it is just before 12 o'clock now. So that again makes sense. It's not quite 12. I'm not sure exactly what it is, maybe 11:30 or something, and the sun's just starting to move above Ailsa Craig. It's nearly reached it, so I like that. In fact, it'd be nice if high tide had been at 12. I could have got that, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll be down on the shore at 12 and we'll be able to see that. Anyway, the sea looks great. There are white horses all over it. Plaid Isle, of course, looks smaller because the high tide has taken away some of its size. And Ailsa Craig just looks like it quite often does, kind of grey and distant, but imposing nonetheless. Okay, I'll carry on. I'll get back in the car and go along the shore a bit, and I'll go right onto the shore and see what the sea and the wind really sound like. Okay, well I'm down in the centre of Kildonan now, right on the shore, just across the road from the village hall. I've got a wonderful view along the Kildonan shore to the cliffs beyond. A few houses on the road there. The sea is almost completely white. I'm standing at this spot because I'm still really slightly sheltered by the large stones that are around me. Just gonna have a look around here. And so, although the wind noise is quite strong, it's not as strong as it would be if I was standing fully exposed to the wind, which I will do in a second to see how the camera goes on with that. I'm kind of half exposed to it now, but the waves are rolling in just lovely there. And the sea looks great. It almost looks clean because it's just completely white all the way along the shore. Just lovely. There's foam getting lifted up just in front of me on the right. Just when it hits the rocks, it turns into foam, and then the wind's lifting it in the air and throws it like bubbles. So that's quite funny as well. Like soapy bubbles flying in the air. There they go again. Just a better look at that actually. When I got out of the car, these bubbles were flying about the place. It's quite funny. So yeah, it's nice. There's nobody else here. Nobody else is really out. Although it is a sunny and dry day, it's just a real winter day. You wouldn't want to be in that sea, that's for sure. I know some people go swimming in the sea every day. I just don't fancy that at all. My hands are cold just standing here. Goodness knows what it'd be like if you're actually in the sea itself. I can't imagine. Anyway, right, I'll move round to a fully exposed position and see if we can be heard at all there in a 40 or 45 mile an hour wind, whatever it is, pretty strong in the high tide. Okay, I'm right there on the beach now, the last little sandy bit of beach that's left, just a few feet of it, and I'm actually standing on a stone with the sea lapping right round it, just to get a bit closer to the sea. So every so often I'm actually completely surrounded by sea, and that's okay, as long as it doesn't come in any further, I'll be alright. That's great, look, watching you. Oh, you went over the stone that time. Alright, anyway, I better get on with it. I'm thinking about high tide, but it does look like it's still going to be coming in a bit more. We'll see, time will tell. I'll carry it on. So, on the shore, nothing but water in front of me. It looks amazing. We've got the sun reflecting off the sea surface. Sparkling sea, like fluorescent. And in front of me I've got a rocky outcrop pointing out towards Glad Isle, and the sea's battering off that outcrop, and every so often it kind of blasts over the end of it, over the top of it. So because I'm behind that rocky outcrop, not make over, no, I didn't quite. Dancing it. Anyway, that's a fun. Alright. I'm actually starting to get here. So I'm still slightly sheltered actually because of that rocky out top. So the wind is still hitting it, but not absolutely directly on the camera. The sea just looks amazing here. I just love it. And then over to the left is all of the rest. That time. And so a lot more rocks just exposed, standing proud in the sea. And the sea just sounds great, doesn't it? There we go. So I'll move right out to that rocky outcrop now and see if we can be heard. Okay, I'm right out at the end of the rock now, just above the sea, looking down on it, and it looks amazing. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Halfway, I'm maybe 10 feet above the sea, just right at the edge of a little, almost like a little cliff. And so I'm looking down on it. The sea's going crazy down there, but it's not reaching up to me, which is good news because I don't want another camera destroyed. I've lost a couple in storms so far. Well, they weren't as good as this one. And this one's meant to be waterproof or water resistant. It can't go in the sea, but it can get wet, and it's a bit more robust than normal. So that's good. So hopefully it's okay. The sea just looks amazing. So much noise down there and activity. Whoa! You can just, well, hopefully you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, just immense power down there. Amazing. One thing I would say, I mean, if I fell in that, I'd be in trouble, by the way. I'd be in a lot of trouble. I think I'd be in desperate trouble. Right, I'm not gonna. And One thing I would say, at the moment we've only got MV Isle of Arran sailing because MV Caledonia Isles is away for its refit, and MV Isle of Arran is a very old vessel. Amazingly, it is sailing in this. It's sailing just now. And when you're in Brodick or Whiting Bay, like Whiting Bay was flat calm before I came here, but it's sheltered. It can be completely different, these villages. There was no wind at all in Whiting Bay. Imagine Brodick would be the same. This is what the sea's really doing. And yet, that old vessel, nearly 40 years old, is in the sea, going to Ardrossan just now, as I speak. Amazing. So, that's just a fact. That's what it's doing. This is the weather. So that's very impressive, to be honest. I didn't expect it to be going when I'm looking at a sea like this. And all the way out I can see white horses. I'm just have a look over to the cliffs there. It really is windy. You can hear it for sure. That's a big wave coming this way. Whoa! Just great. It's great to experience this. I love it. Just as long as I don't go in it. That's the main thing. Oh. Where am I now? The sun is almost over the Ailsa Craig, almost directly over it. Just about. Just where it should be. I think I'll hang about a bit more, make sure I get a wee view of that sun over it. I'll go further along the shore, see if there's any seals. I suppose there will be in a sea like this. I don't know where they all go. But anyway, I'll go along a bit further and get another view, and hopefully the sun will be above Ailsa Craig by then. Okay, I'm now down on the beach. I've gone further along Kildonan. I've gone right the way along Kildonan Low Road to the junction with Church Brae, where it goes back up towards High Kildonan, and I've just carried along the track from the end of the Kildonan Low Road to where the shop used to be and parked the public parking spaces there, and now I've gone a little bit along the shore and I'm on the end of a rocky outcrop and I'm pointing right at Ailsa Craig, and above that the sun is right above it, and it's just after 12, 12:05, and the sun is almost exactly above Ailsa Craig. I would say central above it, in fact, even slightly to the right, which is exactly where it should be. It's just after 12 and no more, so he was exactly right about that. It was just before 12, it was slightly to the left, and now it's just starting to move off the centre, the top of Ailsa Craig, just exactly as he predicted. Oh, have a good look at that. Yeah, just lovely. What a view to have the whole time. I mean, I've never been to Ailsa Craig, but it would be wonderful to go there. That's where all the curling stones are made. I watched a programme about it, and there only are two places in the world where they make the top quality curling stones, and that's the main one. That's where all the stones are made, the materials taken to make the stones, and all the world championships and the big competitions, the very best ones are made from stone taken from Ailsa Craig. There we go. Just right in front of my camera there. Anyway, so it looks amazing. That line of sunlight going straight over the sea towards Ailsa Craig, and I'm very lucky to have a sunny day, especially when it's stormy like this. I'll stand back up and take in the surroundings. So like I say, I'm on a rocky outcrop. That's like the biggest challenge a camera could possibly have as far as volume goes. This is a very windy day and I am in the most exposed position. So if it can pick me up in this, it can do it in anything. I have no idea if it can, we'll find out. And I'm looking over to the right where the cliffs are, several hundred feet high, all the way along the very end of the bay from Kildonan, about 2 miles away from me, over on the right. And there's no sign of any beach whatsoever all the way along there. Normally there's a lot of sand. I can't see any seals, and I don't suppose you would. I guess you'd only get them at low tide, I suppose. They must go and do their own thing. I guess it must be. And then coming all the way around, can't really see the mainland, just little glimpses of it. Kind of misty just over there. And then on my left, such a lovely, clear, crisp day. So I've got this view of a lot of the houses of Kildonan all the way along to where Kildonan Hotel is in the very furthest outcrop. And it just looks great. All the way along there, they're just really big houses, and I don't suppose there are many villages where you've got just such an array of really impressive dwellings, you know. A lot of the villages are quite old, and really most of the houses on this shore are pretty modern, and they're really big. There's a lot of money, a lot of wealthy people come to stay in Arran now. I'd say half of these houses have been built in the last 20 years, maybe along that shore. So yeah, it's kind of an unusual place in that respect. I'm looking down in front of me, a nice calm bit of the sea, because I'm looking down from high up down onto this kind of less exposed part. The wind's in my back when I'm looking towards Kildonan, and that's the prevailing wind. If you look at all the trees and things and bushes, it's so windy here that a lot of them are all leaning at a crazy angle, and they're all leaning pretty much at the same angle, which is from my position pointing towards Kildonan. That's the prevailing wind. So it's kind of coming straight off the shore and going along the main road, and there are so many strong winds there that quite a lot of them are bent over like 45 degrees and things. You can see them when you drive along your car. So a windy day is not an unusual day here, and that's why I come round here when it's windy. Like I say, Whiting Bay had just nothing at all. It's such a contrast. Anyway, there we have it. Hopefully this camera is doing its job. I'm facing full frontal onto the wind now. There'll be quite a lot of wind noise. Anyway, fingers crossed. Cheers. Okay, I'm back in Whiting Bay again, and just by way of contrast, I thought I'd actually stop and just experience the difference between Kildonan and Whiting Bay. So there are only 3 miles between these villages, maybe 4 miles. It's the next village along the shore, and I am on an outcrop at Whiting Bay at the end of Montrose Terrace, and as you can tell, there's virtually no wind whatsoever. The sea's flat calm. I can see the whole of Whiting Bay in front of me. I'm at the south end, so I'm looking north, all the way up past the Eden Lodge and County Carpets, all the shops in the centre, right up to Sam Brazen Church. You can see it clearly, over to King's Cross, and on the right Holy Isle as well, with the 3 little hidden houses, easily seen because it's clear over there. You can see the lighthouse in Holy Isle. And there's no white whatsoever. There's not even a ripple really in the sea. It's very calm. I'm going to turn and face the wind now, which is facing back towards Kildonan, and really it's just amazing the difference. So there's Black Rocks in front of me now. That's where the caravan park is, and it's sheltering Whiting Bay, of course, but we're not south facing, and that's the difference. The wind's coming from the south, so there's just nothing here, and you wouldn't know that it's a windy day. It's just completely different. A whole different day altogether. I would not know it was a windy day at all. I'd think it was just lovely and calm. You could light a cigarette if you were a smoker here and your flame wouldn't go out. It's an amazing contrast. And of course the trees here aren't bent over at an angle, and they're mostly palm trees. That's all I can see actually from here. Just a row of palm trees in front of every house. Anyway, there we go. So it's actually just a beautiful day here now. Really nice to take in this view. And anyway, so this is a little film I'm doing for arransound.com radio, and also on YouTube as well. Dave the Rave Roving the Rock. You can see the pictures there. Yeah, it's just a lovely village. Whiting Bay looks great, really great on a day like today. I just can't really imagine anywhere nicer. Even when it's a stormy day. We're very lucky. Okay. Cheers. Oh. Right, here I am, playing my guitar, or about to, outside in an unusual place. In this case, I'm under the bridge which carries the traffic through Whiting Bay, at the south end of Whiting Bay, just across the road from Montrose Terrace. So this is the Glasgow burn, flowing down from the Glasgow Falls above, coming out here and just ending up at the sea out there. We've got swans and other ducks and things out there, a lot of bird life out there, there always is. But this is a nice wee calm place. I like coming in here, just really relaxing. And it is a windy day today, but you wouldn't know it when you're in here. So this is playing songs outside in strange places, and in this case actually probably strange songs, because no one very much plays Billy Connolly songs, but I like them. So this is another Billy Connolly song, I Wish I Was in Glasgow. Okay. Oh, I wish I was in Glasgow with some good old friends of mine, some good old rough companions, and some good old smooth red wine. We could talk about the old days and this great town's sad decline, and drink to the boys on a road. I was born in Glasgow, near the centre of the town. I'd take you there and show you but they pulled the building down. But when I think about it, it always makes me frown. They bulldozed it all to build a road, and this great old place I miss so much. I've seen much better days, but still they talk about it as we go our separate ways. Oh, but Glasgow gave me more than it ever took away, and prepared me for life on the road. My granny was a cleaner, my granddad drove a tram, my father was an engineer. They made me what I am. They've seen this city come and go, but still they give a damn. There's so much to learn on the road, and this great old place I miss separate ways. Oh, but Glasgow gave me more than it ever took away, and prepared me for life on the road. Glasgow gave me more than it ever took away, and prepared me for life on a road. And at the end of that, we're just left with the sound of the river running into the sea. Bird song and the water. Not a bad place to come. Could be worse. Okay, that's Dave the Rave, Roving the Rock, over and out.